Trucker Television is brought to you by JD Factors, charting a path to growth. Day and Ross, owner-operator driven. Trucker Television Advertising, the voice of Canadian trucking. Welcome to Trucker Television, the best of the trucking world. This week on Trucker Television, a top-notch trailer at LAIDLAW Van LP. Rig of the week, a 1988 MACK SUPERLINER. And keeping dry and safe with NULINE fenders. But first, haulin' heavy with the ladies of LOCOMOTE Systems.
I am Barbie Big Rigger and I drive truck. I live for the moment. I like trucking, I like driving, I like seeing different things. As much as I hate Mother Nature, she's a fun kind of person, but I'd rather not drive through snowstorms. Brand new, 2013, not even 200,000 on it. It's got a 485 Cummins in it, 18 speed. I got my big girl radio in here, none of that stock shenanigans. We got all of our nice pretty little gauges. We got a 53-foot four-legger on. We are headed to the Sioux. Whoop, whoop. We're gonna pick up probably 2 coils that are gonna go back into the city. And this is our joyous moment of what we get to deal with. It may look bad, but it's not that bad. Weather's starting to pick up again. We're probably a kilometer in front of you guys. You might want to kick her back. It's all common sense. Like, I think about getting through it alive. Like, obviously the speed limit here is 100, but I'm not going to do it because I can barely see what's ahead of me. And I think about my mom, my sister, all done. Get myself through it alive, take my time. If I run out of hours, I run out of hours. If we're too tired to go any further, we're going to stop. Like a lot of people, they're like, oh, I'm not stopping, I gotta be there. It's freight, relax, stop. It'll get there when it gets there. You don't have to kill yourself over it. See, that's what I enjoy about it. Look at that, that is pretty. Yeah, so how you been? Where are you off to, Marion?
No, like Tiger Poly. Always.
Oh, good old Tiger Poly. Well, I'll give my best to Mr. Ron there, eh?
I will, so you take care.
The best things is not being stuck in a cubicle or in a building or outside in the cold with a sign spinning it around. The downfalls of it is being away from home. You've got moose, you've got deer, any piece of wildlife you can think of, it's out here. Snowstorms, like as you'll probably see in this film, blizzards out the wazoo, road conditions, you're plowing the roads for the plow. Everyone thinks it's awesome when we get paid more. Woohoo! But you know what? Trucking's not the way that it used to be. Like, I heard people getting paid like 45, 50 cents a mile. I don't know. If you like what you do, it shouldn't really matter where you get paid, in my personal opinion. To the women, don't be afraid to get your AZ license. If you feel you want to do it, just go out and do it. Don't be afraid to do it.
After the break, a 1988 MACK SUPERLINER, a top-notch trailer at LAIDLAW Van LP.
LAIDLAW Carriers Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a dry van.
Now hiring company drivers and owner-operators.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel spec?
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. LOCOMOTE Systems, transportation specialists.
Ontario Truck Driving School, training for your future. Your path to success. Thousands of jobs.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
NULINE Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of NULINE fenders and be on national TV. NULINE at truckertelevision.com. NULINE Spray Suppression.
Challenger Motor Freight. Once you get into trucking, it gets in your blood. There's something about it, you're connected to it. It's that movement of freight, that interaction of man and machine.
Join our team and go the distance.
Closed captioning by National Truck League. Partners with the trucking industry since 1988.
When I woke up in the morning, I found a note at the foot of my bed.
My name is Wayne, and I live in King City. That's an 88 SUPERLINER. Well, it's a motorhome. It's a RV, yeah. I bought the tractor, it was an old highway tractor, and restored the truck, my son and I. And I had the box built by a bunk company in Mississauga. And my son-in-law, who's a finishing carpenter, he did all the work inside. It's got a full bedroom, queen-size bed. It's got a full bath with a tub, sink, and of course the other thing. Kitchen, couch, leather couch, it's all leather. And my wife is the one who decorated it all, so it's a little different than what I would probably choose, but it's pretty nice. Other than that, it's pretty well original.
They said it was time for a new face.
We've been to Texas, South Texas, all through several trips to Pennsylvania and down into there, and Florida, down to the Keys, and yeah, we've been around the last 2 years with it.
When I woke up in the
Hi, I'm Steve Dovis, shop foreman, LAIDLAW Van. Well, today we're going to do a typical 75-day inspection on one of our van trailers. We have to do it to meet the MTO standards, and we do it as preventive maintenance. You want to find the stuff wrong in your shop. This is a 2012 Great Dane drive van. So the first thing you want to do when you're doing an inspection on any inspection is check your ownership. Make sure the ownership, the unit number, this DOT, make sure it hasn't expired yet. Make sure it's all coincides. Because when a driver goes on a scale, that's the one thing they're going to ask for. Driver, let's see your paperwork. So you want to make sure the paperwork all matches. Now, once that's done, we're going to check the ABS on it. This trailer has ABS brakes on. We're going to make sure it has no fault codes. This is our handheld diagnostic tool for the ABS. This will tell you what wheel to look at. This will help you to diagnose it. Say, okay, it's the left front wheel. There's a problem with that. Another quick check. The light at the back of the trailer, when you put power to it, see how it came on? Now it went off. That's also telling you there's no fault with it. You want to look at the rail, this rail, the body, the panels, all that. Make sure there's no holes or loose rivets or something that doesn't look right to you. Next will be your dolly legs. Make sure it's all straight. Shafts are all okay. Make sure it freely goes up and down. Now we got the side skirts. These are all new to our trailers, these side skirts. These are a great thing. They save a lot of fuel. You want to make sure that's as straight as it could be. You don't want it bulging out. Now, the tires. Low resistant tires for fuel economy. That's what we're running. You want to do tire depths. Gauge it. We go in 30 seconds. You want to do a couple of readings on it. Then we air the tires up to 100 PSI, the inners and the outers. Now you want to check our torque on the wheel lugs. Go to each one, position it, push down. Hear that click? Perfect. So once they're all torqued, that's okay. We'll go to the next step of the inspection. Mud flaps, A-okay. Door back, hold back, A-okay. Get back to the doors. Check the doors. Stock bumpers, perfect. Door operation. Check the interior of the trailer. We can go underneath now and do the disc brakes. You gotta excuse the dirt because that's the time of year we're at. The sand and salt and all that good stuff. So once you're underneath the trailer checking the undercarriage, you check your connections, the air lines, the electrical connections, make sure they're all secure, make sure everything's tightened up. Back up here, your shocks, these are your shocks, make sure they're okay, they're secure. All your suspension components. If you had a drum brake, you'd have a cam here, a slack adjuster here, a maxi chamber here. You'd have to grease it here. Like, there's no greasing no more, like, because it's all inside of your car. It's exactly like your front of your car, only it's run by air instead of hydraulics. People don't realize it's important to do a proper trailer inspection as it is to do a truck inspection. You want this going down the road straight, safe. You want no issues. That gives the driver a lot of comfort too as he goes over the scales that he knows this has all been checked over beforehand.
After the break, Sault Ste. Marie bound with Tanya of LOCOMOTE Systems.
LAIDLAW Carriers, Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a dry van.
Now hiring company drivers and owner-operators.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
A leading authority in dry van transportation. The only call you need to make for all your shipping requirements. Spady Transport, carrying
LAIDLAW Carriers, Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a drive.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. LOCOMOTE Systems, transportation specialists.
Ontario Truck Driving School, training for your future. Your path to success. Thousands of jobs.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
NULINE Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of NULINE fenders and be on national TV. NULINE at truckertelevision.com. NULINE Spray Suppression.
Challenger Motor Freight. Once you get into trucking, it gets in your blood. There's something about it, you're connected to it. It's that movement of freight, that interaction of man and machine.
Join our team and go the distance.
Oh, I like the flatbed work. I love hauling steel. It's a good run. It's a good dedicated run. And the money is good. The job all around is good. I enjoy it. It's a little bit of physical labor, which keeps you in shape. And it's a little bit of a challenge every once in a while, loading and unloading yourself. And I like the independence. I can go about my job and do as I please. And as long as I'm load and unload on time when I'm supposed to, I can stop and have a meal when I want. I can go shopping. I like the open road, all the little different things you get to see along the way, and lots of new and different people you get to meet on a daily basis. This is a fully loaded truck. Everything from heated seats to mirrors. We got GPS system, very good audio system. It's high class. Everything is top of the line in here. It's 2012 Peterbilt. It's got a 485 Cummins, 411 rear ends, an 18 speed. I've got a 48-foot 5-axle, roll tight. I'm usually 99% of the time coil, and I also haul plate. Like right now, we're heading to the Sioux to load plate, whereas yesterday I had coil. So it's back and forth, on and off, but generally coil. Understand that we can't turn on a dime, we can't stop on a dime, and we can't get going as quick. We're big, we take up more room. Adjust your driving to the conditions and the weather that you're running into, or coming out of. Your fuel, your braking, your steering, your clutching, your gap in traffic, everything comes into play. And slow down. Yeah, and you make all those your best friend, and no problems. We made our way up to Sault Ste. Marie, and I went into SR Steel and scaled in, seated over to the plate mill, and my load was revised, which means I needed to wait a couple of hours. They had to change some plates around on it. So I had a good sleep, and then got up and loaded, scaled out, and now we're making our way down to Carbon Steel in Brampton. And we should be unloading sometime around noon today. Always get along with the dispatcher, always. I get along great with Mario, I always have. He's been very good to me. He understands if I've got to have a day off or I got to work with him to switch something around. He's been doing it a long time, and he's really good with working with you to get things done. I don't think it's too tough. It's just being taught right and having the right knowledge given to you. The job is quite easy. Anybody can do it. It is a little bit physically demanding at times. Oh, be safe and may God's angels ride with you wherever you go.
After the break, keeping dry and safe with NULINE fenders.
Challenger Motor Freight. Once you get into trucking, it gets in your blood. There's something about it, you're connected to it. It's that movement of freight, that interaction of man and machine.
Join our team and go the distance.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
Looking for a new opportunity? Fleetway Transport is now hiring company drivers and owner-operators for flatbed and heavy haul. Join the Fleetway family. Apply today at fleetwaytransport.com.
NULINE Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of NULINE fenders and be on national TV. NULINE at truckertelevision.com. NULINE Spray Suppression.
LAIDLAW Carriers Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a dry van.
Now hiring company drivers and owner-operators.
Trucker Television. By truckers, for truckers. Celebrating life on the road. Trucker Television advertising. Speaking to truckers like no other. Oh yeah, always remember, watch for the brake checks.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. LOCOMOTE Systems, transportation specialists.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
NULINE is a fascinating company. It started about 30 years ago, privately run company by a couple of Dutch brothers, and sold to Marmon approximately 10 years ago. And since that time, the company has grown. We've moved into a new facility. We've really made some great innovations and great progress in terms of using the Marmon philosophy of 80-20 to improve the operations. The 80-20 philosophy looks at the 20% of customers who represent 80% of the revenue and 20% of products that represent 80% of the revenue, and you concentrate on those customers and those products and maximize what you can do for the customers. We manufacture spray suppression products, from fenders to mud flap hangers, but our greatest forte is really in supplying fenders to the aftermarket, to the OEM dealers, and also to some bodybuilders and grain haulers throughout Canada. Well, typically at this time of year, you've got a lot of slush on the road, and for the normal guy who drives their car around, you can see that there's slush buildup and it almost rubs on your tire and you have to kick off that hard piece of snow and crud buildup. Well, the same thing happens to a truck. You know, they're driving much farther than a car. It builds up on the bottom of the trailer, it builds up in the fifth wheel area, it builds up on the back of the cab if you don't have the proper suppression. By having fenders on, you're going to reduce that buildup and you're going to reduce the amount of weight that's accumulated. When a truck goes into a scale and it has to be weighed and they don't pass a weight limit because they've got all this crud buildup on it. Having the fenders on would have been a good cost preventative measure instead of going somewhere else and trying to get it sprayed off and then try and pass the scales. Everybody's experienced this where they're trying to pass a truck and they see a big mist cloud and they go, well, should I go through it? Should I not? Should I? So then you go, okay, I'm gonna go through it. And for a split second, you can't see anything and you go, I hope I make it. And you get through on the other side, you go, oh, made it. So what our fenders do is suppress that spray. The European Union and Australia, they have spray suppression legislation exactly for that reason. At some point in time, maybe it'll come to Canada, but in the meantime, people can use our fenders to help suppress spray.
The idea of the fenders is to contain it and leave it back on the road, not all in the air, not airborne, and not all over the truck itself. We have multiple lines of fenders. We have poly fenders, which are the lightest weight, which are ideal for fleets, stainless steel fenders, aluminum fenders, and galvanized. We have the different shapes. We have the quarter fender, which is the bare minimum that comes on most trucks. We have the added protection of a half fender, the tandem fender, which gives further protection, and we have the single axle fenders, which further give protection for the vehicle. We also carry things like mud flap hangers and light bars, functional accessories for the truck.
It looks nice, it's attractive, it adds some bling to the truck. There is an aerodynamic advantage. The National Research Council of Canada determined that having a half tandem fender on would save almost 300 liters of fuel a year for an owner or operator. So it's significant savings in that regard. You know, the main reason you want to have fenders on is to protect your truck and also protect your surroundings. Part of what makes NULINE so successful is that we've got excellent employees here in the plant manufacturing the product. We've got a good customer service base, office staff, the management team here, and all the way up through to our corporate organization in Marmon in terms of support, top down for management. And then you take a look at our suppliers. We have excellent supplier base. We partner with them. And you get to our customers. We have fantastic customers that we work with every day who help make this industry great to be working in.
New trucks, old trucks, show trucks, working trucks. We all take pride in our ride. Send us a picture of your truck to be entered into a draw for a set of NULINE fenders of your choice and be on Trucker Television. Next week on Trucker Television, going the distance with Challenger Motor Freight. We're hauling dry freight with Spady Transport. Rig of the Week, a 2013 Peterbilt from Outer Limits. Trucker Television is brought to you by LOCOMOTE Systems, Transportation Specialists, Biker TV, the best of Canadian motorcycling, Season 10, LAIDLAW Carriers Van LP, a great place to work.
Won't be long. See my